Hello, how y'all doing today? Alright, my name is Azarel. I write poems, so y'all ready? Alright, let's go. This first poem is kind of personal, alright? It's about, I guess a little bit of my upbringing. So, it's called Rice Eyes. Y'all ready? That's right, Rice Eyes, check it out. You ever hated yourself for something that you couldn't change? Yeah, me too. Rice eyes, rice eyes, rice eyes. If you listen closely, you either hear rice eyes or right size. Perspective is a nice surprise. And people say, I got them rice eyes. Yeah, they small, but they're the right size. And they treat my iris like a virus because I'm not Irish. They're making jokes, calling me a chink. Even cameras ask me if I blinked. Females ask me if I winked. I used to despise myself for these slits in my face. And I'd disguise myself to try to fit in this place. I'd falter because I couldn't alter the genes I inherited. And it's easy to hate yourself when you're not a white American. Resembles how I'm feeling. Still clearing my mental damage was detrimental. This body ain't a rental. This temple belonged to the king. So I'ma try to forgive and turn this nightmare back into a dream. But the words, rice eyes, echo in my cranium. I was emotionally nuked without uranium. I was emotionally invaded like I was Ukraine. I'm a maniac going insane. Even can't correctly speak. Loving my identity left me weak. And it's been another week. And all these big-eyed folk treating my life like a joke. Asking if I rice every day. Like, homie, yeah, I eat rice every day, and they chuckle with satisfaction. My knuckles buckle up, ready for action. Give them some Mayweather in this Mayweather, because my fists will show them better than my words. And venting my fire out will leave them thawed, or at least I thought. But malice and bitterness ain't the solution to emotional pollution, so it causes them confusion when I fuse love and war. Love for my enemies and war against evil, because showing love is hard to these people. But I try. And I cry for the bandages on my soul and the damage left the hole, because growing up as an Asian, it's hard to be patient when I'm waiting to be accepted. I want to whack them with a scepter, attack their closed mind with a lecture, but that wouldn't do anything. And so I choose to forgive. I refuse to live with poison in my veins, because God has washed away those bitter stains, the bitter remarks that swam me like sharks. I was drowning in bitterness. I need an ark, because no other person can save me besides my Savior. You taught me to control my powers, Xavier. And to this day, my eyes still tiny. I slay rice every day, but I'm strong and mighty because I'm walking the right way. And even on low days, I'm on the highway. So what were you saying about my eyes? Because every time you say rice eyes, all I hear is right size. Alright, this is called Unnamed Love Poem. This sounds strange, but I wish I was a feline. So in all 9 of my lives, you could be mine. Not as a possession or obsession, but girl, you'd be like my confession, and I whisper to you all my secrets. You'd accept me despite my regrets. It wouldn't matter if you're pretty or skinny, cause I ain't stare at the curves on your hips. I'm just stare at the curves on your lips. The way you smile will brighten up my day, and all the while you be there to stay. Always on my back with the best intentions, or I lack you in a direction. Your voice is like an orchestra to my ears. You orchestrate hope into all my fears. I'd rather listen to your voice instead of Stevie, because I wonder how you're more interesting than the TV. If you were a sitcom, I'd laugh so much I wouldn't be able to sit calm. You would become my Netflix. I would be so addicted to you when I watch you, my Netflix. Paralyzed because these para eyes. Are you so used to gazing at lies, but you're the definition of real, and you jump into my reality with that gorgeous personality. You're the lady that makes other girls jealous. You're a queen who reigns, so bring the umbrellas. It's impossible to describe you, and even though I try to, words just fall short. I feel like a dork when I say you'd be the spoon to my fork, and I devour every word you utter. In our first conversation, I probably stuttered, because I'd imagine how you'd be my lover. And when it comes time for summer, I pray to God for chillier nights, so I have an excuse to hold your hand. And every night we would just smile and laugh, converse about anything like Converse. I'm not wearing Converse, but I'm wearing Nikes, but converse about anything like Converse. Movie nights, you'll hold me tight and make me feel like a kid who feels protected from this harsh, cold reality instead of rejected from the rest of humanity. You see, every night, we'd have late night phone calls till dawn. We'd talk all night, but I'd barely yawn. We'd share stories that are way too long. And next morning, I'll show up on your lawn. Then we'll play the day away. Watch the sunset till it fades away. But our love will never fade away. It's eternal. Like the God who sculpted you and I. And we're perfect, handcrafted images of his design as parents. And this love is in our DNA, so it must be inherent. And just because I don't see it doesn't mean our love is transparent, but it is. So even when I share my hurts, you only whisper soft, kind words, and you nourish me with confidence and encourage me. You're my confidant, and I'm confident you're the one I want. My lips can't help but bend against gravity because I found someone who could withstand my depravity. I make plenty of mistakes, but I promise you, I'll never be fake. I'll try my best with every heartbeat in my chest on some flat line. I'm asking for your heart because you have mine. And I can't promise you I'll be perfect, but I can promise you I'll be worth it. And our love would be anything except cliche because our passion would surpass 50 shades of gray. We wouldn't become one being until after our wedding day. Hey. I can't help but be in love with your one-of-a-kind mind. And every time I see you, I want to go for a stroll in your head and dive under the covers of your mind's bed. And our late night thoughts would wrestle, and pretty soon you'd become a vessel. And I channel my love through you, and it will circumvent and come right back to you. I want to view the world through your paradigm. Stare at your heart, and you'll stare at mine. And I'll dare to climb your soul's mountains, wander through buildings and swim in fountains. And every minute, I'm just counting down till we meet. So even though I haven't met you, I know once I do, I'll never forget you. This last one is a new one I wrote. Only performed it like one time, so y'all ready? Alright, this one is called Masterpiece. What's an incomplete puzzle? What is life without struggle? If we are a castle that tumbles, are we beauty or rubble? I said, what's an incomplete puzzle? What is life without struggle? If we are a castle that tumbles, are we beauty or rubble? Think about it. Yes, the castle tumbles. Yes, it's built from rubble. Life will tear us down. Life will wear us out. But even when you crumble under the pressure, even when you stumble, you learn in the lessons. There is a message that God reigns. So I carry an umbrella and God's veins flow in this fella. God made me puzzling. I know y'all struggling because you can't comprehend this blend of charisma. I am different, but I'm only a fragment. I need you for attachment. You see, we build an empire that never expires. But we ain't building a building. We sculpt in a garden. I'm hoping you harness the positive energies that flow from the heavenlies and grow a remedy that is purely ecstasy. I hope you see that you are original. You don't have a physical or digital copy. Your mind and body are hand sculpted, and the culture may oppose it, but if they can't accept you, they are broken. So even when the storms rage and annihilate the place where you stay, it'll never destroy home. We're in this together, so you're never alone. You are not a clone or a drone. You are a lion who roams, a king on a throne, a queen in a zone. You are more than the sum of your pieces. And yes, some of your pieces are imperfect, but that doesn't make you worthless. I said you are more than the sum of your pieces. And yes, some of your pieces are imperfect, but that doesn't make you worthless. Your life is incredible. Your smile is medical. Your thoughts are edible. It's evident that despair is irrelevant. You stomp on evil like elephants. You are settling a score. You are more than what they say. You are more than a cliche. You are endorphins to orphans. You're morphin, Morpheus is cerebellum. You better tell them how the matrix is vacant. Because we broke out, we go now, we'll never ever slow down. Because we're not brainless agents, we're dangerous assailants who are never complacent. We ain't brainless agents. We bring hope against reality. We will fight against depravity. And nothing can hold us down, not even gravity. This playground is not a home. So keep your mind on heaven. I'm betting that every second of mayhem will be worth eternity's bliss. And we will never ever meet death's kiss. So keep your eyes on the masterpiece. Keep your eyes on His majesty. Because aren't we all just a piece to the puzzle? Aren't we all free in the struggle? And even if we are a castle that tumbles, we will never be remembered as rubble. Thank you.